Alright. I gotta make sure this shit works. I'm a terrible fucking streamer. So, we check. Alright, well, I am starting all over again. I think this might be too loud though. I don't know. All right. Okay. Lower the volume a little bit. Oh yeah, I'm too loud. All right. Let me put that down. And let me check. There's a mess over here. All right. All right. All right. I'm gonna get something to drink. I'll be back. Blanket, what's up, my buddy? I am back. And I shall be back. I don't know for good, but I'll be back. I'll be back. más tarde. Alright, I'm back. Oh no, it's all good, dude. Yeah, I was saying that I'm back. I was just testing the mic, making sure it works, because I haven't done any of this stuff in a while. So, let's lower this volume down a little bit. And, it actually has been, dude. It's been fucking months, bro. And the problem that I was having is that, I wasn't able to play it. I started school, I changed my major, and I was playing a lot. I was actually, now that I think about it, I was playing way too much. For the amount of time that I had, it was just, it wasn't sustainable what I was doing. I wasn't sleeping much. Because I wasn't managing my time very well. However, I think I have everything under control now, and I am going to be streaming. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming every day, but I'll probably be streaming somewhere between Sunday through Thursday. Friday, Saturday, I won't be able to. But I'm definitely gonna fucking stream, dude. I'm not gonna half-ass it, dude. Simply because I want to play video games again. I haven't been playing video games. So I definitely want to start doing that, and we're doing the playlist right now. The one that I left off with, which I think was gold. It had to be because I was checking my benchmarks and they're all gold for the most part. I went on the Discord for Voltaic, and they haven't released a new season yet. Which is fine. So I'm gonna stick with this. Back when I was streaming, I was doing sensitivity randomizers. So what I would do is I would play the playlist, and then once I play the playlist, I would take a short little break, and then I'll come back and redo the playlist again, and this time with a sensitivity randomizer on it. I'm not gonna be doing that anymore. I'm not gonna be playing with a sensitivity randomizer just because I don't have the time to be able to do both. I mean, those streams were about 4 or 5 hours, and that might not seem like it's much, and it's not if you're like a full-time streamer, but not for me. I was also watching a lot of like videos and a lot of like so on my Discord I posted some stuff from Huberman, Dr. Huberman. So I've been managing that, what I watch, better. I've been doing it while I'm working because I have a chance to do so when I'm working. So I'm not gonna do that after work. Yeah, those are amazing. Really fucking bad. What the fuck, dude? They're really good. They're very long, so it's not for everybody. You know, I've shown them to some people, and you know, people just don't want to watch it because it's not a 10-minute video. We live in the age of TikTok, and you know, TikTok's like a minute long. So unless your videos are a minute long, you don't really want to watch it. But I'm curious to see how terrible I'm gonna be. Cause I haven't really been playing a lot of FPS games. I haven't been playing a lot of games, period, dude. Like, to be honest. Like, I know I have you on my Steam, and you probably haven't really seen me on a game lately. Just because I've been, like, prioritizing other stuff. Um, I've also started working out. I've been doing a lot of fitness. Um, that's another reason why I was getting to the point where I'm not a big guy. Like, I'm very thin. Like, my build is very thin. But I had a lot of visceral fat. So if you don't know what visceral fat is, it's fat that's in between your organs. Men have a propensity to do that. They actually gain a lot of visceral fat. It's very prevalent. It's what we call the beer gut. Right? And that kind of fat is like thicker. But anyway, the rest of my body is not like that. The rest of my body is I don't have a lot of subcutaneous fat. So I decided, you know what, I need to start working out, dude. So I've been doing that, and it's been working, I think. I still have a lot of visceral fat, but I feel a lot better, and I've gained some muscle. And of course, I started doing that. I started doing a lot of research on what to do and what would be the best thing to do. I first started going to the gym, but I just don't want to go to the gym just because the times that I go, it's one, way too many people, and two, the people that are there, they're like, I mean, it's not bad, right? But it's just, you have to drive over there, and then what the fuck, dude? You have to drive, and it's so annoying, dude. Hello, Fluffs. How are you? I'm doing good. How are you? Yeah. So anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I started working out, and I started going to the gym. Yeah, but I stopped going to the gym, and next I was like, all right, so if I'm not gonna go to the gym, I'm just gonna work out at home. And I got some resistance bands and started doing that with resistance bands. I found that while I do like the resistance bands, I have limited space. That's not a problem. But these bands, you need to put them in a door. And the problem with that is that I don't have any space between doors in my home. That's good. You're a bit tired. Oh. Well, take a nap. Fuck, dude. Look at this. I definitely regressed, bro. That is... Anyway, I was talking about fitness. So... I decided instead of doing that, I'm doing Your score tanked? Why did it tank? Or why did it tank? Goddamn, dude, I can't fucking talk right now. Alright, give me a second. I gotta help my mom real quick. Be right back. My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. Oh, right when I wanted to stream, bro. Okay, sorry about that. You haven't been aim training recently? Oh shit, bro. You know what? I don't know if you're still here. I think you are. But, dude, I had that problem, man. I had that problem for the longest time. Like, you get like anxious and you don't wanna like, you don't wanna do it anymore. I don't know if that's how you're feeling, but dude, I had a biggest problem when I started aim training. I would just get frustrated after a while. Particularly, it started with, it was kind of weird because it moved from you started painting around the house. Sorry, I'm tired but not that tired. You started painting flips? How's that going? But yeah, dude, I had that problem where I just didn't want to do it anymore. What helped me, like, I tried everything and it just wasn't working, and I would play and then I would just quit. It wasn't until I started streaming and I not only started streaming, but I started doing some research on just doing stuff like this, you know, where I realized that Rid, I don't know if you know about Rid, but Rid TV, he's really good and he broke it down. Let's not tell him I want my aim, but you hate it afterwards. You know what? That might be it, dude. You barely started today? I think with me, what helped me when it comes to aim training was not caring about if you see improvement or not. Like, if you're not breaking records, like, it's okay if you don't. You know? You know what else I need to do? I need to figure out how to, like, record music, or like put the music in a different VOD or whatever, so when I do my VODs it's not muted. I don't know how to do that. I need to do some research on that. It's fun, but after some time it's tiring. Yeah, painting is gonna be tiring for us. And it's gonna be tedious. That's another thing about what was going on with me when I was doing aim training, was it was getting tedious and I just didn't want to do it anymore. The biggest thing that I could say that can help you, and really the only thing I can really say that's gonna help you is discipline, dude. Nothing is gonna replace discipline. Motivation might help you get started, but unless you have discipline, it doesn't matter. Motivation's gonna go away eventually. It's just the way the brain works, the way our neurochemistry works, is, you know, motivation has a lot to do with dopamine, and our body always wants to be in an equilibrium. So if we if we take too much of that dopamine, we're gonna crash, right? Because it's just, you use too much of it. Well, guess what? It has to build up again in your storage systems, in your system. So you're gonna crash. It's what happens with a sugar rush. It's kind of like a sugar rush. Fuck, dude. What am I doing, bro? I gained a lot of insight listening to Dr. Huberman. And a lot of the stuff that I was listening to him about, it applies to pretty much everything. Obviously, he was doing it in the context of what you may call it, in the context of exercise. But yes, motivation is, you shouldn't rely on motivation. Motivation is very unreliable. The problem with motivation is that once you're done with the motivation, then what are you gonna have left? Your whole reason, the whole being for you to do something is because you had that initial motivation. It's one of those things that the military does really well, in particular with special forces. You know, special forces operators. All right, that's fine, dude. I'll just keep talking. The thing with special forces operators is that, say for example, Navy SEAL, they go through blitz training, and they might be motivated to go in there and go and do it and get it done, but the whole system is designed for you to get rid of that motivation. So it's not gonna be the guy that's the strongest or the fittest, the one that can do the most, the one that can bench press the most, that can run the most, that can sit the fastest, that can sit the longest. It's not gonna be that guy that's gonna get through it. It's gonna be the guy that manages to stay disciplined. And discipline is something you can't really learn. But in a way, you can follow a routine. Following routines is a really good way of remaining disciplined, right? So, for example, when it comes to fitness, like I'm gonna talk about fitness because that's what I've been doing. But when it comes to fitness, say for example, you have a system in place. You're gonna be doing your workout routine every day, right? And that's fine. That's fine when you first starting. You have that motivation to go do it. However, there's gonna be times where you're gonna wake up, dude, and you don't want to fucking do it, bro. You just like, dude, I'm tired. I don't want to do it. I'm tired. And here's the thing: the human body is remarkable. You can be tired, right? And you can still be able to do something. You might not be able to do it very well, or it might not be in peak ability, but you can still do it, right? So I guess what I'm trying to say is, when you're tired and you wake up, I don't want to do that burpee, right? Well, guess what you need to do? You need to be like, I'm tired, I don't want to do that burpee. Well, that's fine. Do the burpee anyway. Just get started. Because once you start it, you're gonna keep going, right? Get started and turn your brain off. I guess that's how you can measure discipline. You know, if you want to wake up early, well, do it. Wake up early. The same thing with like food. You're on a diet, or you're, overweight and you're trying to lose weight, or whatever it is. You're diabetic, and you need to make a lifestyle change. It can be very hard, right? Because motivation goes both ways. It could be positive or it could be negative, right? And if you're craving sugar, I mean, that is motivation in a negative way, right? And the only way you're gonna break that is through discipline. So there's that cookie. Don't eat the cookie. You're craving soda and you love soda. That's fine. You can love soda all you want. Drink water instead. It's hard. It's really hard to do, right? Because motivation can be really strong. It can be something really strong. A really strong factor. It's one of the reasons why... Bro, what am I doing, dude? What is this shit? Oh my god, dude. I'm so bad, dude. It's alright. It's our first day back. And I haven't played this fucking game in like... I think it was January. Was it January? Might have been before January. But here's the thing about aim trainers. From what I've researched, now I'm not an expert on it, and I'm not very good at them. So I can't give you advice on what to do. What I can give you advice in is the research. The research has been done when it comes to learning, when it comes to using your body. And how that improves. And before I stopped, I did a lot of research on that, on just learning, and just being able to improve muscle, eye-hand coordination. And I was improving quite a bit, dude. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I started out at silver, I think it was. Or maybe before that, bronze or whatever, iron or whatever the fuck it was. And I went up to gold. Like, I have my benchmarks right here. I can show you. Right? Those are my benchmarks. So this is where I last left off. Most of them are gold. Some of them are past gold. So I improved a lot, and I did it in a relatively short period, maybe about a month, maybe less than a month. So what I was doing was working. The problem is that I had to stop. And just like with a lot of skills, if you don't use it, you lose it. In particular, skills that require finite movements and like accurate movements. I would akin to, like, maybe for example shooting in real life. If you stop shooting in real life, practicing shooting, you're gonna lose it. And that's true for any skill. You might be able to pick it up, but when you pick it up, you're not gonna pick it up at the level that you were at your best level. You're gonna pick it up at your worst, at your baseline. So it's the same thing with aim training, or just aiming in general, right? I mean, a lot of us, whenever we start playing aim trainers, it's not our main game. Some people make it their main game, but for most of us, we're probably not. We're not doing that, you know. What we want to do is we want to improve. We want to improve it because we want to improve our aim in our game. Which, by the way, I've talked about it in the past. About the best way to improve your aim. It's not really aim trainers. Aim trainers are really good. Or if you want to improve in your game, right? Aim trainers are really good because they can help you with your aim. But what makes you a good player is not your aim. It's gonna be your game sense. And the only way to develop that game sense is to actually play the game. Now, if you're completely new at a game, say for example you never, why my BRB fucking thing up, dude? I'm dumb as shit. What the fuck is that? Right here. Yeah, it's gonna be your game sense. If you're completely new, right, and Kovacs can help you a lot. If you're playing it along with your game. So if you have the time to be able to put time in with Kovacs, about an hour, 2 hours at the most. Hour and a half is probably the best. Because there is such a thing as diminishing returns when it comes to playing games. You can only get to a point where you can learn so much, and then after that, it starts becoming fuzzy, and your brain, when you go to sleep, your brain reconsolidates. Dude, I can't fucking talk today. Everything that you've learned for the day, and it's kind of like you trying to like defrag everything and rearrange you're kind of like rearranging your sock drawers or whatnot, right? It's like when you wake up and you put on your clothes and you grab stuff from your socks. You know, you want to grab some socks, where you're looking for certain socks that you want and you can't find them. Well, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna look for it, right? You're gonna make a mess. And that's basically what's happening with information in your brain. You're gonna make a mess. So at night, your brain reconsolidates everything, and it'll rearrange everything, and then you're gonna be able to learn again. And you're gonna learn effectively. It doesn't mean that you can't learn if you don't rest, but you're not gonna retain information very well. That's why if you're going to school, fuck. I didn't mean to press F. God damn it, dude. Now I'm doing this shit all over again. That's okay. That's why if you're going to school and you're trying to study for a big test, you know, it's not a good idea to stay past your normal time of sleep. Because what happens is that you have your natural circadian rhythm, which once you get to a point where you're past that, your effectiveness goes down by a lot. Now you can train that out of you, just like with anything, because the body is very adaptable, but it's not very efficient. So if you're trying to take a big test, you just make sure you get your 8 hours. And really, learning everything all at once is not gonna be good. You're not gonna learn very well. Really, what you really want to do is that when you learn something, for example, you take 4 classes. You take 2 classes a day. Right? And your 2 classes that you take, when you're out of school, the best thing to do is for you to study. Because you're reinforcing whatever ideas that the instructor provided you. And you're gonna find out that you don't need to study as much or put as much time and still be able to retain that information. So long as you do study, you eat well, and you go to sleep for 8 hours. But it's the same thing. It's the same concepts that I'm talking about right now. You can apply to aim training. You don't wanna spend so much time, and that's one of the mistakes that I was doing, is I was spending a lot of time playing the game, and that contributes to burnout. If you're having a hard time trying to keep up with aim trainers, one of the things that you can do is spend less time on it. Sometimes taking a short little break, you improve a lot. I don't know if it ever happened to you where you're doing, say for example, you're doing aim training, and you can excuse me, and you can't get that high score. So you just take a week long break, and then all of a sudden, dude, you come back to it, and boom, all of a sudden you shatter your record, dude. That happens. That can happen. Now, the reason why that happens is because you weren't maximizing your time well. You weren't resting well enough. And the practice that you were doing was not effective practice. Meaning that you weren't pushing yourself enough. But when you came back from not doing it, well, guess what? Fuck, dude. What am I doing, dude? You got really good. You got better. And this is all the concept that I was talking about earlier, about when you go to sleep and your brain rearranges its sock drawers. Excuse my language, I can't fucking talk right now. That's part of it, right? It's your brain is maximizing the efficiency of you being able to grab whatever information you want, right? So you were looking for your socks, you couldn't find them. Well, if you rearrange everything and make it all neat, you're gonna be able to find them quicker. And that's basically how learning works and how improvement works, right? So you gave enough time for you to be able to do that. However, if you don't do a particular skill for too long, for like longer than a certain amount of time period, and I think Dr. Huberman was talking about this, at least when it comes to exercise science, that that it's about 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, you start diminishing your body starts degrading. Granted, that's for fitness, and that encompasses, muscle and building muscle, and not so much what we do here, but a similar idea. Maybe you might be able to extend that time longer before you start losing it, or maybe not. Either way, you don't want to like not do something. Bro, why am I struggling right now, dude? What is this shit? Jesus Christ. What was I saying? Hold on. Get my drink. Give me a second. Where is my drink? Oh, right here. That same concept applies. Now, the thing is if you do it right, correctly every day, then that waiting period of, you're gonna have similar results. Or you're gonna have like better results as you go if you do it correctly. Actually stopping your routines and your practice is not gonna be recommended. Also, God, dude. Also, that's not to say that you can't improve at all. It just won't be as good. Especially when you factor in talent. Like when you factor in natural talent, then the amount of improvement that you do is gonna be more, with less time required at a particular task. And that's really what talent does for you. It helps you do that, and then obviously your peak ability. Your peak ability is gonna depend on your talent, but that's a lot of the time that's overrated. The people that are really, really talented, they're really, really disciplined, right? Like burnout is not something that's gonna affect them. Think about someone that does speed runs, right? Your favorite speedrunner, say for example Distortion 2, right? The famous speedrunner, probably the most famous on Twitch right now. When he plays a game that he wants to speedrun, he goes all in, dude. And he goes all in, putting in the time. He puts in the time, He stays disciplined, and he doesn't get frustrated. I mean, I say that, right? And then, you know, he's always raging. But when I mean by frustrated, I mean frustrated in the fact of his own ability. He doesn't get frustrated at his own ability. He might get frustrated at the game, but when he fucks up himself, he acknowledges, oh, I fucked up. That's my fault. And he goes again. And that's just an example in speedrunning. An example of something that's more something that might be something that's for you, or that's more relevant to you when it comes to like gaming, is pros, like aiming pros that play FPS shooters. You know, they put in thousands and thousands of hours, and they put in thousands of hours throughout the whole entire day, every day, non-stop. That's why they're so good. What are we doing? Okay. Is this okay? So that's what they do. Now, one of the things that frustrates a lot of people when it comes to playing aim trainers is stuff like this, right? When you don't see immediate improvement, we get frustrated. Our brains are wired that way. Our brains are also wired in a way where they're gonna remember the stuff that you're gonna remember the most. It's gonna be stuff that your brain feels is something that you need to remember. And it's usually for your own survival, right? So traumatic events, you remember that very clearly. You're bad, you're not typing, by the way. Just listen. No, it's fine, dude. You guys can just listen. That's why I'm doing this. I don't, you know, you guys can listen, you can watch me, but you're probably gonna get as frustrated as I am because I'm terrible at this. But I feel like I bring a lot of value into the words I say, more than what I'm playing. But that's another thing, is that we get frustrated, and it's fine, you know, we're wired that way, you know. Trauma is something that our brain's gonna remember. Fuck, dude. Alright. Reset. Alright. We retry. So yeah, it can be very frustrating, especially something for like this scenario used to always trigger me, because I would miss a shot and then boom, I'll get frustrated. So the thing about it is that you have to learn, you have to train yourself to not care. If you lost your motivation for doing something, this is where discipline comes in, right? If you get frustrated, If you're disciplined, you're not gonna get thus frustrated. If that makes sense. And we already established that discipline is just boom, you just do it, right? Frustration also breeds a lot of errors that or bad habits, right? So for example, with me, I can do this. I can like follow, like I'm better at tracking, but that's not the point of this exercise, right? The point of this exercise is to click on it as quickly as possible. So what that means is that if you're frustrated, you're not gonna do that. You're gonna fall back on something that you know, because your brain already knows that you know that that's the fastest way of doing it, but or doing it for you. But in reality, it's not. So you always wanna like reset. And if you reset like how I'm doing, well, you're gonna have low scores. But the point of this playlist is not to have high scores. Yeah, you want a high score, right? I mean, over time, you're gonna improve. You're gonna see improvement. But that's not the point. Hello, Soyagami. How are you, buddy? How's your night been? Well, night's in my time, because I'm in the States. So, I don't know. Not everybody's from the States. But anyway, I do want to say something, in that I am not a very good streamer. I feel like I can be entertaining, or at least informative, but when it comes to streaming, I'm terrible at it. And a lot of the times that means that I miss messages. I don't mean to do that. I don't mean to ignore you. I can only imagine how bad I'm gonna be if I ever get to be bigger than what I am. And to be fair, I don't think I was gonna grow a lot, but maybe I would. I don't know. But I did notice that I managed to get affiliate. Yeah, I know it's been a long time, dude. I was talking earlier when I first started streaming that I had terrible time management. And then I started prioritizing other things that to me were more important. Although that's not really an excuse, right? I mean, but I am gonna start streaming more. My schedule's gonna be 4 days a week, probably, at the most. Come on. Maybe 5 days. But probably not. Definitely Fridays and Saturdays I won't. Fridays I usually go out, do other things. Saturdays same. I spend it with a family. However, Sunday through Thursday, I will probably stream. I won't be doing what I was doing last time. When I was doing last time, I was putting in work, dude. Like I would do these playlists, and I would do them twice. Or I would do this playlist right here, and then I would do another different one, like a reactivity playlist, or or a speed or a static or something like that. I will be doing something like that afterwards, which took a lot of time, and streaming for 4 hours, it's not sustainable, I don't think, at least not for me. Yeah, dude, I am gonna get back in the grind. It won't be as much as I was before, but I was not streaming, that doesn't mean that I wasn't learning, right? Not so much learning about aim training, but learning how learning works, and how your body works, and the things that you need to do to be healthy. I started working out because I wasn't overweight. I was overweight, but I wasn't like overweight, because my frame is very thin, but I had a lot of visceral fat on my stomach. Not so much subcutaneous fat. So the difference is that visceral fat is your belly, your belly fat, stuff that it's fat that surrounds the organs. Bro, what are we listening to? Zach? But anyway, I haven't actually played aim trainers since the last time I streamed, dude. So the last time you were here, bro. By the way, thank you for showing up, man. Appreciate it. What the fuck, dude? Game. Not doing well right now. It's alright. This always requires me for me to have a lot of concentration. It's so difficult for me. But anyway, I was talking about my stream schedule. I am going to be streaming more and hopefully more consistent, but it's gonna be less time. If I have time afterwards, I might be able to play like a game. But it's not gonna be Kovacs all day. And it's kind of unfortunate because I stopped streaming, dude, right when I got affiliate. Yeah, it is, dude. This one fucking sucks, bro. Especially when you haven't played in months. Wait, what, I'm at 103 Overwatch, okay. Bro, popcorn is so fucking terrible, dude. Like, the thing about popcorn is that it requires tracking and then micro flicking. Because they are going in a predictable pattern. So they're going in a predictable pattern. However, you only have one shot. and if you don't do your shot, you're gonna mess it up. And they're not their spacing is not like the other ones. So one might be closer, right? So one might be closer and the other one might be further, right? And the way FOB works, the distance between the furthest and the closest to you is gonna be different, even if they're both the same distance. Like the movement, the distance of movement that you're doing with your mouse, even if they're the same distance, you might have to move the mouse more. It's fucking wild what I'm saying, but it's just the way FOB works. So, I'll show you what I mean. Right, when you're over here, you see if I'm corner, you see how big that is, right? But then I go to it, it's smaller, right? See how big it is, and then I go to it, it's small. That's what I'm talking about. And that's just the way FOB works. Because of that, you have to train your brain. You have to train your brain into understanding your perception of how close things are. At the same time, understanding that the amount of movement from one object to another might change depending on how close that object is. So if an object is from here to here, but it's at that distance, the mouse movement is gonna be the same every time. However, if, say for example, from here to here, and this is closer to you, it's gonna change the way you the amount of movement that you're making with your mouse. It's very I'm saying this right now, and it comes naturally. It's something that you don't even think about. But it is, if you're wondering why this scenario is so difficult, it's because of that. So the best way to do these is that you track them a little bit. But you really what you want to do is you want to click on them, but they're really difficult because of that FOV. Fuck it. So it is why shooting at a distance. What the fuck, bro? Shooting at a distance in a game, it's difficult. But yeah. This scenario is so fucking bad, dude. I hate it, dude. It's all good. It's our first day. Tomorrow when we come back and we do this, we're gonna get better. It's not gonna be so much that we're gonna get better. We're not really gonna get better. We're gonna slowly move into our level of peak ability. Or peak sustained ability. What that means is you have a peak ability, but most of the time we don't reach that peak. Like, it's like when you make a crazy play and you're like, holy shit, how did I do that? You know, that doesn't mean that you're gonna be doing it every time. You know? So that's that's peak ability. Peak sustained ability is more like how consistent you are. Like if you're consistent at your ability, that's consistent. That you know that every time you're gonna be able to do this. So the next week or so, my scores are low right now, but we're gonna get there. That's why I'm not even worried about it. Even if I was at that point right now, I wouldn't be. I'm not gonna be sweating, dude. Like honestly, it's not that I don't care. I do care. What are we doing? What is this? Okay. And that's what I'm talking about. We're gonna get better, right? Or we're gonna get back to where we were, and then from there we're gonna improve. But I think this kind of attitude of not worrying about how you did, like not getting every single score the way that it was, and you getting upset over it, is just not gonna help. You should care, but you shouldn't care so much that it's gonna affect you. Like, have you ever noticed? It's like this. Like, have you ever noticed that you're doing something, and while you're doing something, you're listening to music, or you're listening to an audiobook that you really like, or you're even talking to somebody while you're doing it, right? Have you ever noticed that things just, you do whatever task, when you do that task, sometimes you do that task quicker, or you do it faster, or you do it better, just simply because of that. It wasn't that you're distracted, like you are distracted, but that happens because we're not, well, we are focusing at what we're doing, right? And that's what you want. Our mental state is not negative. We're not in a negative mental state. And being in a negative mental state makes it harder for you to learn. It makes it harder for your brain to be able to remember what you're doing, or to be able to make those connections that is necessary for you to do whatever it is that you're doing. And it makes sense, right? To the brain, it's thinking, okay, well, you're doing something and you're getting frustrated. Well, something needs to change. You know? So it's gonna be like, oh, you're doing this wrong, or you're doing this particular thing. Well, I'm just not gonna commit it to memory. So, yeah, that is another. That is one of the reasons why when I'm playing Kovacs, I like streaming. You know, I may not have a lot of viewers. I have a little bit, you know, like. I have a minimal amount. But what I do have is being able to like articulate what I'm talking about, and almost like if I'm distracted, right? You want to be at that state where you're focusing, but you're not focusing so much that you're getting frustrated at what you're doing. It's easier said than done. I am terrible at it, you know. But this scenario right here, dude, was one of those where I could never improve on very well. Like, it's... I don't know why I always struggle with this one. Like, popcorn is very frustrating for a lot of people, and for most of us, really. But this one, it annoys me, dude. Alright, how many do we have more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. I need to make sure that I apply the fundamentals of how to get good scores. I haven't been doing that. I just been like blindly going into this shit. Like, on your peripheral vision, you want to make sure that you know where you're gonna go next. And if you don't know where you're gonna go next, you should at least know where you could be going. In this one, when you're in one side, you should keep in mind of where the next dot is gonna be on that other side. Instead of adjusting mid thing, you know. What time is it? It's 9. Well, hopefully we can finish. I definitely want to leave by 9:30. I want to go to bed. I want to be in bed, and I want to be asleep by 10 o'clock every day. Now, I did mention my stream, and I forgot to mention when I'm going to be streaming, or the times. So, my time right now is 8:54. So whatever time it is for you guys, for me it's 8:54 p.m. I'm probably gonna be streaming like around 5, maybe 5:30, right? So this is how I'm gonna do it, or this is how I'm planning to do it. I go to work in the morning. I get off work. Sometimes I stay a little bit extra, but whatever. I get off work. I call my girlfriend. We talk for about an hour, sometimes less. And then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and work out. So what I do is, okay, so I started talking about working out, but I never actually said what I do. I think I left off with I was doing resistance bands, but I'm not doing that anymore. What I do is I have a pull-up bar, so I do pull-ups. Well, really, what I do is burpees. I do about 60 burpees every day. And then after burpees, I'm gonna be doing pull-ups. And usually I do burpees during my lunch period at work. And then, like I said, I get off work. I call a girlfriend for about an hour. Sometimes less, sometimes more. It just depends. Then I work out again. And then after I work out again, I'm gonna eat. And then after eating, I will stream. So my stream is probably gonna start like around 6. Between 5:30 to 6. There are days where I'm not gonna do that. Because like I said, I am going to school. It's not really school, I'm doing like a certificate thing that I'm doing from Google. So I need to dedicate a day to that, and usually it's Sunday today. So I'm gonna do that, and then so that's what I was talking about, how sometimes I might not get a chance to. I should probably like change my FOV, dude. Let's do 120. I'm gonna change the song because it's gonna get blocked. Oh, let's put this one on, dude. Now this is a trip. Such a good fucking song, dude. Okay. Anyway. Sorry, I'm just listening to the song. Fucking epic, dude. Epic as fuck. No. So I'm doing what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I was talking about my stream. So I'm probably gonna start streaming at 6 my time. Like I say right now, it's 9 o'clock. Um, that means that I'll do this, and this usually takes about an hour and 30 minutes. Maybe more than that. On Sundays, I will be doing my. Excuse me, I'm yawning. Turn this down a little bit. On Sundays, I will be doing benchmarks. And I'm gonna be benchmarking once a week. And the way I do benchmarks are gonna stay the same. I'm not gonna grind them. I'm gonna do them. And I'm gonna... What is this? Let's change this. Let's do some World of Warcraft music. World of Warcraft music is fucking amazing, dude. Actually, you know what? I kind of want to do... Let's do some fucking... Some epic ass... Some epic ass Ace Combat music, dude. Ace Combat music is fucking amazing, dude. If you like Latin and fucking orchestral shit, that's epic. Probably one of the best fucking soundtracks or music, video game music. No, the one that I'm listening to right now is Ace Combat Workout Mix. So I don't know. Let's do something different. Let's do this one. Base Ace Combat music according to a non-fan. I actually, you know what my first Ace Combat game was? Ace Combat 3, dude. Ace Combat 3 is fucking amazing. The music is... was it Ace Combat 3? No, Ace Combat 4. Shattered Skies. Yeah. We'll play that. Ace Combat is a really good game series. I haven't played them in forever. But Ace Combat 4 was one of my favorites. It's God, there's so many. Holy shit. Ah. This is when you're choosing your your fighter jet. Which one's the one that I really like? Okay. This one? Yeah, this one's good. I'm gonna lower it though, it's fucking loud. Alright. By the way, like I mentioned earlier, I'm a terrible streamer, and sometimes like I do shit and I leave shit in the screen, or I don't notice that I'm having some kind of issue. I do apologize for that. Damn, dude. I didn't realize how many songs Ace Combat had. Alright. Don't do what I just did right there. If you miss a shot, just move on. That's the proper way of doing this. Oof. And don't do what I just did right now as well. Like when I'm doing scenarios like these, I grip my mouse very hard, dude. And I shouldn't do that. You should always be relaxed. I fucking hate, bro. Alright, let's go. Let's go back to 103. I think Ace Combat 5 had a better soundtrack though, dude. Let's do this one. go to Unsung War. Unsung War is really good. What the fuck? Let's try again. Some Latin in this bitch. We turn it down because it's fucking loud. I think this is Latin. It seems like it's Latin. What I really like about Ace Combat is that it's not a they're not propaganda games. So you know how sometimes they're like propaganda games and shit, where there's like, I don't know, they try to like rate the fighter jets the way they should be. But I mean, what the fuck do I know, dude? I don't know anything about fighter jets. I do follow this one on YouTube, and he talks about air superiority and fighter jets, and he does a lot of like really good PowerPoints. I should find it. Bro, this music is so fucking epic, dude. It's not for everybody. I gotta remember to not clench my mouth so hard, dude. I keep falling back into my terrible habits. Like, you should always try to like flick to the target from where you're at. I try to like coast to the target, and I shouldn't do that, dude. That's terrible. Now, if you're far away, you should flick and then do another micro adjustment once you get there. If you're far away, if you're not far away, then you shouldn't need to micro adjust. Alright. Let's go back to 120. God, I got like information overload up in this bitch, dude. Like one of the things that I notice is my focus. My focus is pretty bad. Scenarios like this challenge your focus. Because there's just so much shit going on. So much movement. What's that? Let's go back. Ace Combat 25th anniversary symphony music. Ooh, we can do that. Alright, we'll do that. Who doesn't love fucking symphonic Ace Combat music? But anyway, what I was talking about is I lose focus. That's one of the things. One of the first things that you do that you notice is that you lose focus. I kind of don't want to do 120. Let's try 110. These scenarios, I gotta make sure that when I want to hit them at the apex of their jump. Which I'm not doing that. Holy fuck, that's loud. Fuck me, dude. That blew my eardrums, dude. It's all good. Like I said, it's the first day back. I'm pretty fucking bad. I think by the end of the week we should get better. And then I'll do benchmarks. I'm contemplating not doing them on Sunday, this Sunday. Just because I don't think I'm gonna be able to like improve any of my scores, because I'm at the point right now where I'm not at complete, only because my scores are there are only certain scores that I just need to improve. Everything else is I'm already at plat. So I don't know if I should just move on. Like I'm gonna do this playlist for about a week. I'm gonna do the benchmarks, and then I'm gonna decide whether I should just start doing the platinum playlist instead. Ooh, I like this one, dude. That's from Ace Combat 4. Okay. One more. My special recognition of where my center point is off also, dude. I feel like I'm tracking targets and I'm thinking that I have them over my crosshair, but I don't. And I'm moving my mouse like if I am. And that's because like my center is like fucked up, dude. Like I don't know why. Like theoretically, you can be able to do these scenarios without having to have a crosshair. Your brain should automatically pick up where your center is. And when you do this long enough, like you just try it. If you're playing Kovacs, try without a crosshair, and you'll notice that you'll be able to hit your targets consistently. You won't be as good at it, but you'll be able to do it. Except for me, apparently I can't fucking do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna look at my crosshair, I'm just gonna look at the target. Just so I can force that onto my brain, dude. I shouldn't be. I should be looking at the target anyway. Especially with scenarios like these. You want to look at the target. And then on your peripheral vision, if you're looking at your target, on your peripheral vision, you can see the next target you're going to attack easier. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to look at the target. What the fuck? I don't remember this song. I don't know what game is this. Oh yeah, this is Ace Combat 4. Yeah, I remember. Ace Combat 4 was really one of the first games, or one of the games that they didn't have any Latin to it. Like, there's not a lot of like chorus. It's not like a choir. Alright, well, almost done here. So I'm looking at the video, and these are all Japanese. This is a Japanese production or whatever. I like how they dye their hair. Not all of them though, but sometimes they dye their hair like brown. It's like a different cultural thing. Like you see that with women. But men usually don't dye our hair, you know. At least men that are like older. But they do that in Japan, which is pretty cool. Maybe I should do that. I don't know. I don't think I ever want to dye my hair. I'm just waiting for the time where I can start getting white hair. Like, what do you call that? Salt and pepper hair? That shit looks fucking badass, dude. Whoa. Those three right there were like fucking... confused the fuck out of me, dude. I'm telling you, dude, that's like the first thing that goes is your focus. Look at that shit. Alright, we're done. What time is it? 9:30? I might just call it a day, I guess. I think I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play Apex a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna play Apex a little bit. Let me change the game. Apex. Before bed. All right. So one of the programs that I like using for Apex is called Voltaic. Voltaic is really good. It gives you a crosshair. What are we doing? Let's do that. We'll play for a little bit. It's probably like 1 or 2 games. Legendary pack. Oh, look at this. Just re-equip it. We got, whatchamacallit? Oh. We're gonna play a little bit. I think playing Kovacs is really good. However, I feel like you get a lot of value if you play a game after. Especially if it's the game that you want to improve in. I don't really care about Apex. I don't really care about improving in Apex. I just want to improve my aim in general. But doing this helps a lot. What am I doing here? I don't like any of these. Just we do that. Who the fuck is shooting me? Wait, why am I this? Get shit on, kid. Bro, that was really bad. Dude, I need to like change my legend, dude. Bro, I wanted to kill that other guy before I died. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just killed that other guy. The guy was fucking dead. Get shit on, kid. Oh, god damn it. Dude, I know that last one I missed, but the one before that I shouldn't have missed. Was that like a fucking miscue? I don't know. That was weird. There's too many people there. I keep forgetting to change my character, dude. What the fuck is he doing up there, dude? Oh, keep forgetting to change. Fuck, dude. I am not doing well. Oh, yeah. Let us swap to Horizon. I need to change my sight on this too. I don't want to get the 2x. Fuck this kid at? Alright. That was really bad. I did really bad there. But that was my fault. I keep forgetting to like swap my sight and the character and whatever. We'll play a couple more. I was trying this guy out earlier before I went live. Just because I know like they redid the whole thing or whatever. I got the little chick. Put her like that.
It's patient, unlike life. True mastery can't
What are we doing? Gun run? Gun run is like really good to like learn how to use your guns. Like in any game that you do, and you wanna like learn how to learn what each gun does and how it works. Gun run or gun run like that works really well. Get behind them. Bro. Why would he like turn around again, dude? Bruh. Game? They all seem to like going over here. All right.
Let's just say these skills cost credit.
You can't escape death.
Shields are depleted. Making recharge.
Havoc. Bro. I should have just left.
We have half the points needed to win. This will bind them.
Bro, I fucking feels like flesh for like 20 fucking thousand health, dude. I'm gonna wait right here because I know this fucking. Look, there he is. He likes going behind people.
Enemy in that location.
Bruh. I'm not really. I don't know if I like this gun. At least out here. Who's shooting me?
Recharging shields.
I'll give them a piercing or two.
Charge rifle, huh?
A tear. Shields are depleted. Recharging.
I like staying out here. Oh. Oh, they reworked this charge rifle, didn't they? Damn. Alright. We've got time for one more and then that's it. Then it'll be 10 o'clock and it's time to bed. Mm-mm-mm. I might go fuse here. Fuse is really good here. Cause people like being on those stupid doorways. I might do that. Although Fuse is really bad at escaping damage. Tap, huh? Okay. Oh, this bone guy. Probably a cheater. No, no, he's controller, never mind. Well, I guess that's almost like cheating. We're gonna get behind these motherfuckers. God, dude. I am not doing well right now.
You can't dodge heavy artillery. You know that, right?
Casting a shadow. Recharging shields. Recharging shields. Recharging shields.
Stupid kid. Alright. Eva 8. Bro.
Spotting target here. Spotting target here. Recharging shields.
God, I hate having this stupid gun.
champions.
All right. Well, I'd like to thank people for watching. I will stream again tomorrow. I've been streaming for 2 and 45 minutes. So, we're going to leave it like that. And, thank you guys. I do have a YouTube. I am starting a YouTube. I'm gonna be putting my videos up at some point. But anyway, thank you. I'll see you guys later.